guys, welcome back to another trade recap. So this is the trade we took Friday on the live session. This one I think is particularly worth making this video on because of a couple of things, okay? First, this takes in a very good sequence of theory, right? First theory is, I've wrote it down here. So higher time frame break of structure, expecting a pullback, right? Overall structure, we are bullish. Perfect. Now, what do we expect after a bullish move? Clearly, we expect a pullback, right? So, we have our breaker structure here and a higher time frame breaker structure here. Cool. Now, what have we talked about? For our counter trend trades, we want a 15-minute change of character, enter 3-minute IC, right? Well, we're going to do some mental gymnastics here. Okay, bear with me. Now, let's move this here. First of all, let's talk about the targets. So, ideally, on the live trade, I think we got a bit too excited. We were thinking we'll come back down to this area. But in hindsight, looking at how price moved, sticking to the original plan, I guess I have before getting too excited, is we stick to the recent structure, right? This would have been a lot better, would have caught a higher RR. Originally, this was a 5 RR, but I closed out 90%. Around here, right? So not the best trade, but the theory was good. The psychology was just a little bit too excited on the live, I think. But that happens. So targeting the recent structure is one thing we should remember. So I want to shift this into a continuation trade as opposed to a counter trend trade, right? So if I switch to the 15-minute, okay, 15-minute, technically you can still argue we're bullish, right? If just very algorithmically, it's bullish, right? So up, down, right? But if we look on the 3-minute, we have our 3-minute change of character, right? We come down, still doesn't mean much because you can have these 3 minutes of changes of character and you can still be bullish, right? So 3-minute change of character. Now, after this change of character, mark out the fib, price comes all the way up and respects this fib, creating a breaker structure or an internal break, sorry. So once the internal break is done, 0.61 level, yes, you can absolutely have taken this trade, 0.61 above the supply zone or all the way up here. But I didn't want to. I think it was a little bit riskier. And waited for the IB. Now, I'm very confident to say this is a continuation trade as we've confirmed our order flow shift and we're continuing price down, right? This is a bit of mental gymnastics, but yeah, it'll make sense in a minute. So once price shifts bearish, we can safely say this is a continuation trade to the downside. So price comes down, draw the fib. It's actually supposed to be like this. So this is the fib. Originally, price came down, breaker structure, price moved up, drew the fib, 0.61 level. What I noticed was on the 3-minute, we have this supply zone, right? So why did I wait for the week? Well, on the 1 minute, this is that week, right? I just had my order ready to go, watch price, saw this resistance, executed my order, right? And then stop losses just above, in between this zone and the top, right? I really wouldn't be too safe to get down here. You can, if you had the capital to play with, like you had a good buffer. Then next, so again, targeting the recent structure. So this would have been ideal, right? Even just down here, nice 5R. But I think this trade was very, it was a good reminder to stick to your rules, right? So that is the trade recap for Friday. Leave any questions in the chat, just let me know.